This one just visually caught my attention, and it also reminds me of something I saw in college. Okay, so here's the story. Man's tongue turns green and hairy after reaction to cigarettes and antibiotics. For many years, we have been warned about the damaging effects smoking can have on our body. Whether that is damaging of lungs, making smokers more likely to be diagnosed with cancer, or the more visual elements like yellow fingernails. However, the particular symptom is certainly a strange and slightly disturbing one, as a man from the U.S. noticed a change to his tongue color after taking antibiotics. The unnamed 64-year-old man from Ohio went to the doctor around 2 weeks after he noticed his tongue had started to change color. But his visit to a primary care clinic came just 3 weeks after he completed a course of the antibiotic clindamycin, which he had been taking for a gum infection. The man's tongue turned green, or the man's rather peculiar symptoms have been reported in a case study from the New England Journal of Medicine, where it was disclosed the man is a smoker. However, some of the details in the study remain vague, with it unclear as to how long the man's been smoking and how often he does so. The authors did also not indicate whether the change of color was caused especially by smoking, the antibiotics, or a combination of the two. Nonetheless, pictures published in the study show the man has a green, hairy tongue, something that has honestly put me off my lunch. Doctors have diagnosed the man with a hairy tongue, which is an abnormal coating of skin cells that form on top of the tongue, creating a buildup of debris and bacteria. They build up on the part of the tongue where the taste buds sit, also known as the papillae. If there's a lack of stimulation or abrasion to the top of the tongue, then a buildup of keratin can happen, which is the same protein that makes up the hair on our head. The papillae then become longer than usual, giving the tongue a hairy look and feel. Things such as bacteria and yeast can become trapped as a result, leading to a rather bizarre colors of the tongue, like this man's. Previous research has shown a correlation between smoking cigarettes and poor oral health. The research has made people well aware that smoking can cause plaque and bacteria to build up. As for antibiotics, they can impact the mouth's microbiome, hence altering bacteria and allowing them to sit on the tongue. Now, this story reminds me of when I was in college.
Yeah.
They had this huge, we call it the wall of shame, which was a wall that had pictures of people with STDs. It was I guess to encourage people to have safe sex, Yeah. But one of the pictures was a guy with a hairy tongue. Oh, and I was that did freak me out. I was like, good Lord, I didn't know that was a possibility. Although, do you think after the guy gets a hairy tongue, a woman might prefer that?
I was thinking about that too. I was like, maybe it's a preferred thing for some ladies. Once you go hairy tongue, you never go back.
Although on that wall of shame, that wasn't even the worst one.
Huh.
The worst one, it showed a picture of this guy's dick. And he had what I can only describe as porcupine dick. Yeah. It looked like quills were growing out of his dick. It was all spiny.
Gee.
I was like, what causes this?
Dick is ready for war.
And the thing I was wondering about is listen, I don't like to go to the doctor, but if I have even one spike grow out of my dick, I'm probably going to break down and go see what's up. But this guy, he saw one and he's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. And then I don't know, a couple more start to grow and he's like, I'll walk it off.
Like a trident dick.
And then finally he gets full on pincushion porcupine dick and he's like, oh man, my insurance is never going to cover porcupine dick.
You guys think I should get this checked out? What kind of wall was this that had dick pictures?
I know, it had tons of just explicit pictures of terrible venereal disease has gone wrong to the highest degree, and I'm like, well, I guess this is one way to encourage people to use condoms.
That's wild. That is wild.
Yeah, it was quite something.